to live in the solution. I'm Mary Trimble, your astrologer and tarot card reader, and I'm here with your readings for April April the 29th to May the 5th. Cinco de Mayo, darling. So there's quite a bit going on this week, astrologically, but I won't get into that now. There are 3 sections in my readings. There's the intro, there's the horoscope, and there's the tarot reading, and you can skip each one. All the information will be in the show more section, the description box below. If you're on a phone, you can just click the arrow down. And all the links to the other videos are there, plus the skip times to what interests you in the in your reading. So now, having said that, these are general readings, guys. These are for the collective. So if you would like a more in-depth personal reading, click on this link here and it will take you to my website, and you can see what kind of readings I offer. And what else? And if you feel that you would like to support this channel in any way, please visit my Patreon page. I post things there that I don't post anywhere else. And there are different tiers, and you can support this channel for as little as $1 a month. And it may not be a lot for you, but it's huge for me. It can do a lot for me. So, because I have so many brilliant ideas or whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with that. So, what else? Thank you for all the likes, shares and comments. Last week I didn't put 12 videos out. I put one long live stream out, and you can check that out if you want. And in the description box are the times that you can go to your horoscope. I am going to be getting some of these readings out early this week, because tomorrow night, because I'm recording some of these on Thursday, tomorrow night I have a live event on your life purpose. What is it? How can I find it? What's it all about? I want to sing that song, What's It All About, Alfie? And that's what I do. I burst into song every now and again. If you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoy these readings and you like the other videos that I put out. Please join me on Friday, April the 26th. Yes, April the 26th at 6:30 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come here. Come here. This is Sparky. He wanted to say hello, didn't you, Sparky? Yes. Sparky's whispering in my ear. He's my psychic dog, aren't you, Sparky? Psychic and psychic. Look, 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 look. Yes, look. Look at that. All right, now you want to meet Lily? She's my house guest, Lily is. Let's get Lily up here, shall we? Mwah. Lily Marlene, come and say hello to everybody. And this is Lily. Lily, she's my little house guest. She's the little princess. Yes, yes. She's a little shy knot. Say hello, Lily. She's been a sweetheart. We give her back in a couple of days. All right. Let's go to your card, shall we? Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your horoscope section of your reading. And let's get right to it. Now, at the beginning of the week, which is really today, I haven't had a chance to get this up. It takes me quite a while. I'm hoping to get this up by Monday night, but this energy will be, before and after. But Monday, Saturn stations retrograde. My mind is going nuts. And it is in the sign of Capricorn. Now that is transiting backward through your house of earnings and personal possessions. So when Saturn goes retrograde, it's a good time to revisit. And because this is going through your house of earnings and your possessions, it's a good time to revisit your relationship with money and your possessions. Are you holding on to things? Are you, feeling deprived? Are you just you have to reassess and look at your relationship to money. Now, it's also a good time to work on long-term financial goals and responsibilities, your responsibilities and duties. It's a time to restructure the way you manifest your reality. Now, it's also a time to find a new way or a new attitude toward obstacles. Now, Saturn is the lord of karma, and karma, when it's going retrograde, it's like, you know, double the karma. So this is a time of limitations and restrictions. It's important not to overspend, or, you know, it's to restrict yourself and really be responsible, because he's like the judge and jury, right? Saturn is the old man. So you have to play by the rules at this time. So, you know, you may have been feeling this energy for the past few months. You may have been feeling issues or dealing with issues around your finances. And perhaps, you know, the future going forward may feel a little fearful for you, possibly at this time. So it's all kind of coming up for you in terms of work, in terms of earning, in terms of finance for your future. So there may be a total restructure there. Now, in the middle of the week, Mercury, the planet of communication and the thought process, will be interacting with 4 planets for over a period of 2 days, and that's in your house of fun, creativity, and children. Your thoughts will likely fluctuate from calm and clear to perhaps fearful. You know, that's going to kind of happen, and your communication will go from engaging and charming to abrasive, perhaps, and could be aggressive at times. Perhaps, and particularly if you have children or, you know, loved ones, people who are close to you, because it's easy, you know, to get angry or aggressive with your loved ones, because they will forgive you, won't they? So on Friday, the moon stands still in your house of fun, creativity, and children. This is like Mercury in retrograde. It's it's in the sign of Aries, which is kind of impulsive, right? It's Mars, impulsive, wanting to take action. So you want to resist the urge to buy any large purchases, because you may have that kind of, you may want to do that, but don't do that, because buyer's remorse is likely. And don't sign any contracts during that time too. It's like for the whole day, basically, till like 4:20 in the afternoon, but, you know, give or take a couple of hours. And, you know, that's Eastern Standard Time, so it's different times in different zones. So just be aware of that on Friday. And now on Saturday, it's the new moon in Taurus on May 4th, and that is happening in your house of work, health, and daily routines. Now, you have 3 planets in this house, so it is a focus, I think, on health. It's creating healthy habits and in a routine way that's going to help you with leaps and bounds going forward. Don't ignore this cosmic message, Sagittarius. Take full advantage of that cosmic force helping you move forward and assisting you in creating new healthy regimes, or a regimen, I mean. Regimes. This is the optimum time to start kind of anything new, but particularly for you in terms of health and wellness. Now, you know, patience is what we have to work on during this time. So, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, you're not going to get results immediately, but it's, you know, it's tenacity and it's determination, moving methodically, slowly. You will see change. You know, you'll see the change that you want eventually. Now, on Sunday, Cinco de Mayo, darling, May 5th, Mars is opposite Jupiter. Now, Mars is the soldier and Jupiter is the fortune. It's the soldier of fortune. So there may be a tendency to be self-serving and out for yourself, Sagittarius. It's not taking into consideration anyone else surrounding you. You may be enticed towards extravagance as well. Perhaps, especially with other people's money, or perhaps you know, being tempted to use your credit card too freely. And your ego will want to come out and play, which could turn into kind of arguments. You know, that's kind of very likely. Avoid politics and religion. You know, it's Cinco de Mayo, so try not to drink too much, because when you add alcohol into the mix, things could get ugly quite quickly. Sagittarius, thank you. Let's go to your card, shall we? Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading, your tarot card section of your reading. I have shuffled these already. I'll do it one more time for you, and then we'll pull the cards and see what we have. Sagittarius, okay. What wonderful guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Sagittarius for this coming week? 3 cards for Sagittarius, please. 3 cards for Sagittarius. 1. Oh, they came out really fast, darling. Jumping up. Wow. Oh, wow, wow, wow. This is very interesting. Very apropos. And they are really... they are in line with your horoscope, Sagittarius. With your horoscope section. That's very interesting. Okay. These are clarifying cards for Sagittarius. Oh, okay, too many came out too soon. Okay. Please clarify. There you go. Oh, very interesting. Please clarify the... Oh, there we go. Very interesting. And please clarify the 5 of... There it is. Ah! Sagittarius. The first card out. Oh, you can look at your cards. Let's do that first, shall we? There are your cards. The first card out for you is the 5 of Wands. Clarifying the 5 of Wands is the Queen of Swords. Then you have the 3 of Pentacles. Oops, flying all over the place. Clarifying the 3 of Pentacles is the 5 of Cups. Then you have the 5 of Swords. Clarifying that is the Hermit. Okay. Sagittarius, the first card up for you is the 5 of Wands. This is conflict. You know, this is something that you have to address. It's about addressing this diplomatically and creatively. So this could be some kind of frustration. This could be Mars opposing, Jupiter. Jupiter's in your sign, don't forget. Mars is opposite. It's in your communication. So this is about communication. And clarifying it is the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is karmic. This is a karmic time for you, Sagittarius. Well, for all of us, actually. This is very, it's karmic ridden. So he's the champion for justice. He's the truth seeker. He tells the truth. This is, and, he'll put the gavel down really fast. So you've got to keep your side of the street clean, and you've got to come at this truthfully. See the truth in the situation, Sagittarius, because you may have a skewed view of this conflict. And it's important not to allow your ego to come into play here. because it is kind of likely that your ego might come up during this time, because there's so much fear too. So fear can spark that. But the King of Swords is, you know, don't be too quick to judge, is what I'm getting for you. I mean, he is the judge, and it's also saying look at things in a rational way. You know, you're a fire sign, you're passionate, you have to be rational and calm, and you've got to be diplomatic. And it is saying do not avoid this conflict, address it, but address it with humility. Be humble when you address this. And creative. And look, the next card is the Three of Pentacles, and this is like becoming the master. It's also, you know, it's about excuse me, it's about giving the attention to this can be I am sorry, I have to have some water, I'm sorry. This is about giving the attention to giving attention to your craft or learning something new. This can be going back to school, Sagittarius. This can be learning something completely new, of a different subject altogether, becoming a master. If you are a master, you can always learn more. So it's really giving the time and the attention to something that you want to do, because you're kind of feeling you're focusing on what hasn't worked for you or what's not working out right now. This is the card of, you know, looking at your glass as half empty as opposed to half full. So this is about focusing on creativity. And really, look, this guy, he's so kind of, you know, he's looking at his work. He's a craftsman. He's put a lot of effort into it. He's laser focused. And here, clarifying it, it's like you have this tendency to not focus on what you've accomplished or what's happened. It's kind of, you know, looking at what hasn't worked out and what you've lost. Listen, it's gone. Whatever's gone is gone, and you can't bring it back. So it's important not to focus on it. It's important to stay in the solution and move on. And the solution may be like focus on what you have right now. He's looking at what he has created and what he has, and that's what you have to do. And maybe it means looking at something else to create more resources for yourself, and looking at different creative ways in which to do it. And when you're focused on creativity, you can't be in deprivation, you know. You've got to be in the moment sometimes with the blinders on. But look at what you have. Put your focus on what you have, what you've accomplished, and what is around you right now, and be in gratitude. And then you have the Five of Swords. So you've got two fives, which is depth. You've got three fives. That's change. There's change. Really changes happening, and this is about, you know, arguing. This is about arguments, and this is about being in the argument because you want to prove that you're right, and it's not important to be right. This is about, you know, because when this card comes up, it's about kind of winning a battle by humiliating somebody else, and you don't want to humiliate them, or maybe you do, but resist the urge to humiliate them and kind of rub their noses in it. It's that kind of winning the battle. It's you know, look, sometimes, and it's also sometimes you've got to know your limitations and cut your losses, and sometimes the biggest and most you know, respected thing to do is to admit that perhaps you were wrong, and you know, and say that they were right. And that's a humbling experience, but it is a growing experience, and it's also, you get more respect from that, you know. It's more, you know, it's integrity for one, because the ego coming out wants to win that, and he wants to put the other person down, you know, in a way that's not nice. It's interesting, I met someone the other night who was the owner of this place, and he kept saying he was the owner, and he kept saying, oh yes, well that person has to deal with it, I don't deal. It was very egocentric. And he was transparent. You could see that his low self-esteem was taking him there, because this is low self-esteem. Now, clarifying it, you have the Hermit, and the Hermit is about learning everything you can. It's about, taking a respite from society and meditating and not allowing your mind to take over you. He's holding a lamp out. That's representing his mind. It's also the ego, right? That's the ego, that constant chatter. What in meditation we call it the monkey brain. And people are ruled by that, incessant chatter of negativity in their head. So this is about distancing yourself from that and not being ruled by your mind, because meditation isn't about controlling your mind, but it's about not allowing your mind to control you. Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media or via email or text anyone you think that this would benefit, and comment, please. I live for feedback and comments. I respond to every single one, and I welcome it. So please comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.